Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Prescott. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. First down carry by Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A spin. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Mariota now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Marcus Mariota. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, Prescott again. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Flushed out, and he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. The give is to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Carl Nassib in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3rd and goal, Mariota. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
One.
4th down, Mariota. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Dancing to his into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Cooper was the target there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And now out come the Giants. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what you're...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he's... And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Welch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of...
He's got it at the 15. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Second down, Prescott. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mariota now on second down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Mariota. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A handoff left, Elliott. Unable to corral him, he fights through. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Goldman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Look at the spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Ingram. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Mariota. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action now. Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Fighting through it. He's got space. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is taken at the 3. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things. Coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone.